tab, check an alert, or scroll a feed, you step into a torrent of fast, unpredictable information. Biologically, your brain is wired to hunt for this exact kind of novelty. From an evolutionary standpoint, noticing new things in your environment kept you alive. Our modern environment triggers this engine thousands of times a day, forcing the brain into a persistent state of continuous processing. This diagram illustrates the mechanics of that state. Every time new information appears, represented by randomized shapes, your brain must catch, analyze, and sort it. Running this engine demands massive neurological energy, burning through mental reserves as information increases. The modern environment exploits our innate desire for the new, leaving us in a loop of mental exertion as we struggle to analyze a world that never stops changing. By the end of the day, that chaotic environment fades, leaving behind a quiet, heavy feeling of deep mental fatigue. We often misinterpret this fatigue as a simple desire for entertainment or distraction. What your brain actually needs is to hit the brakes. It is desperate to switch off the continuous processing loop and simply rest. Finding that rest is difficult. Almost every normal day demands that we evaluate new data, solve new problems, or navigate new social dynamics. We navigate a landscape of constant exhaustion, often without finding a naturally occurring space where the mind is allowed to power down. You sit down in a dark room, grab the remote, and hit play on an episode of television you have already watched a dozen times. Returning to a familiar story fulfills a specific neurological requirement, operating independently of boredom or a lack of imagination. This is cognitive safety, a state where the mind feels secure because it knows the exact sequence of events to come. Seeking out known media is a psychological defense mechanism, shielding the mind from the unpredictable chaos of the outside world. A familiar story has a rigid, closed architecture. You recognize the characters, you anticipate the plot twists, and the ending is certain. Predictability fundamentally alters your processing engine. Uniform, expected data slides into place without resistance, allowing your mind to idle. Since the outcome is known, there are no threats or novel information to decode. As a result, the analytical nodes power down. The storyline acts as a secure neurological buffer, blocking out unpredictable external stimuli and holding the viewer in a controlled environment. By engaging with this buffer, you intentionally signal your novelty-seeking functions to shut down. The familiar story overrides the brain's default setting. By starving the novelty engine of unpredictable fuel, it forces the system into a state of rest. When the demand to constantly analyze is removed, you experience a physical and mental drop into relief. You enter an emotional safety loop, existing within a known narrative free from the pressure of cognitive demand. Rewatching the same show is a functional psychological tool for managing a world that never stops asking for your attention. Outside, the landscape demands that you process the unknown and stay constantly alert. Returning to a familiar story is a practical method for securing the cognitive rest our biology requires.